Here I am. Good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution, episode 1473. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the weekend. Here we are. Man, it's cold this morning. What the hell? What the hell? It was literally 90 degrees on Thursday. I go outside wearing a hoodie and sweatpants, and I'm like, "Ooh, it's chilly out here." Come on, man. Bring me that heat now. And this is typical of human behavior. I want that 90 back. I want that 90 degrees back. However, next weekend, I'm going to be in South Florida. It's going to be 90 degrees. And I'm like, fuck. Because I'm going to be wearing freaking a suit in 90 degrees. I don't want to wear a suit in 90 degrees. I want to wear whatever the hell I want to wear in my backyard in 90 degrees. So I want 90 degrees this weekend. I'm getting it next weekend. I don't want it next weekend. I want this weather in Florida next weekend. I ain't going to get it. So take what you get, right? Take what you get. So I'm going to utilize the shitty, the cold weather. I mean, it's cold in my eyes. I'll tell you. Let's see what it is. 49. That's fucking cold. 49 degrees. It's my app says it's windy. It's not windy. I look out my window. It's not windy. My app, which is incorrect, but it says it feels like it's 34, but it also says the wind gusts are 30 miles an hour and like the leaves are barely moving. So 49 degrees, 59 the high today. It's cold. So I'm not going to do any gardening today, but I am going to utilize it to polish up my shipping. Where am I at on shipping? These crystal people, man, on eBay Live, they are always on eBay Live selling crystals. I had the eBay Live page up. How many orders do I have to get out? 81, which is like child's play. So I'll hammer out while I watch Hobby. Orlando's going to be on Hobby Hotline this morning. Dr. Beckett's going to be on Hobby Hotline this morning. So I'll be tuned in to Hobby Hotline in a little less than 2 hours, hammering out some shipping. I was yesterday I was doing some curating, getting prepared because I have 3 auctions scheduled for this week. I haven't scheduled anything for Tuesday yet, and this is I'm still kind of wading through the weeds. But I think now that I'm about a month in, and now that I'm really picking up, like I'm really getting the efficiency down, I'm starting to figure things out on a timely basis. Taking 2 days off of eBay Live, I don't want to do that. So this is the second day, and it's going to be like, like last night, it's like, I'm ready for another eBay Live. So I definitely think that it's something that I think every day is certainly in the cards in the near future. But I haven't scheduled anything out for we leave Thursday. So I definitely, there won't be any eBay Lives Thursday through Sunday, nor will there be on Monday because that'll be my catching up day next week. So maybe I will schedule something for Tuesday and then maybe I'll do a pop-up on Wednesday. We'll see. But I don't want to get too behind. And then like Thursday morning, I'm just, trying to hammer out all because I got to get everything shipped, by Thursday. So I guess I probably won't do anything Wednesday night because we're leaving Thursday afternoon. So I definitely won't do an eBay Live on Wednesday. So maybe I'll do one on Tuesday. But I have 3 coming up. I have 2 tomorrow and then 1 on Monday morning. So I was curating some lots. Tomorrow afternoon, 1 p.m. Central. Sunday singles on eBay Live. It's going to be progressive lots. So I've been putting together some good stuff. Um, I've got. I'd like to get at least 20 lots put up, and I think I only have like 8 put together right now. So that's going to be on the docket today. Uh, I received a message from one of my eBay people late last night. They're rolling out another eBay Live like program they want me to be a part of, but it's not in my wheelhouse. I'm not going to share too many details on it yet because um, I don't know if I'm gonna do it because it's not. I'm just gonna say I'll leave you with a teaser. It's not in my wheelhouse, but it's something I have talked about in the past. And no, it's not Pokemon. It is not. I'm gonna have to blow my nose in a second. I am still like congested. But it's not in my wheelhouse, and no, it's not Pokemon. Um, so I and of course I get this message like right before bed. So no, it's not breaking either. I get this message right before bed. So now I'm thinking, and I was up late Thursday night, like I'm running numbers, I'm crunching numbers and like doing math in my head, like so that kept me up Thursday night. And last night I get this email and it's like, how can I make this work? I mean, I can make it work, but how can I me in my the way I'm calculated, how can I make it work? Because it is not in my wheelhouse. Um and actually there's two things. There's two things. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be one of the things. But I probably will, and that's something that I've talked about in the past. In fact, last summer? Um so part of it would be consigning. Part of it would be consignment. So there you go. And the other, but that's not the main hook. The main hook would be where I would probably want to consign just because. So um I'm gonna jump on a call with a buddy of mine who I lean on for some of this advice and kind of talk it out more. Because you know how I am. I'm stubborn. It's like, nope, I don't want to do it. It's not my wheelhouse. I'm not doing it. But something that I've learned in my personal evolving is not be so close-minded and stubborn. And here we go. Pokemon shows and Alliant Energy Madison card shows and live selling and all that stuff. So uh so that's something that could be coming down the and I think eBay, and you'll probably find out you might find out what it is before I share what it is because I think they're gonna they want to unveil it this week on eBay Live. So you may find out. Um so tomorrow, eBay Live, 1 o'clock is progressive lots. I'm going to try to do at least 20. Progressive lots is I'm throwing cards out and you're bidding and you're getting the whole shebang, each lot that you bid on. I've got to get those created and I think I know I need to post it. I think I know how I'm going to do. Label each. I'm going to have to step away to blow my nose. Otherwise, I'm going to be sniffling in the microphone. My wife hates that I use toilet paper to blow my nose. She's like, why do you have a roll of toilet paper on your desk? I'm like, well, when nature calls and you don't want to run to the bathroom. She didn't like that answer. So yeah, eBay Live. So tomorrow, 1 o'clock. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, we're running singles. And I'm gonna rip the Band-Aid off tomorrow night. I'm not gonna get too crazy. However, tomorrow night, here's a sneak peek. I haven't added these to the sale. You can actually Sunday night sale. I do have most of the auction preloaded. There's going to be some wild cards. There's going to be some wild cards where I flex in like, oh, you want Javi Baez? All right, we'll run this logo fractor. I am going to add these two, but you can see, I think there's 144 cards loaded. There's going to be 2 more. I'm going to add this Ian Happ autograph numbered to 150. And I know he's out for the season, but I'm going to add a first Bowman Chrome Justin Steele autograph. I probably shouldn't add. I have a few. I probably shouldn't add that, but hell, why not? So those will be in Sunday night singles at 7 p.m. Central tomorrow night. Monday morning, 10 a.m. is all baseball. It's MLB Monday. And I got to get in that program. I need to follow up and give them my link. So I think that's what really helped boost my numbers last Sunday, being a part of the Sunday singles marketing. Might be too late for that to get into that marketing. I don't know. What else is going on? So that's my weekend. That's what I'm going to be doing. At least today, I'm going to be getting ready for the next 3 auctions. And then tomorrow, it's a two for eBay Live. So looking forward to that. Programming note, like I mentioned, I'll be down in South Florida next week. So let's see, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, no Hobby Evolution. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'll be down in Boca. Let's see, the following weekend I will be around, and then in 2 weeks I'll be at Analon Fun Day, so I'll be out Sunday and Monday of Analon Fun Days. Hey, speaking of card shows, we'll tackle this topic. Tom Coleman says, good morning, trying to choose between Milwaukee and Schaumburg card shows today. Now, here's the thing, Tom, I don't think you'll like either of those shows because they are both autograph centric. There is a video. You can see the layout of the Milwaukee card show. Go to Lake Country Cards on Facebook, and they did a walkthrough Facebook video yesterday. So you can actually see like what's there. It's a lot of it looks more like a trade show, to be honest with you. Maybe some of the dealers weren't set up, but I thought there would be a lot more tables. I think I only saw one bargain box table. And again, maybe I missed, maybe they didn't show the whole floor, but you can see the video, choose for yourself. For what you want, I don't think you'll like either show because they're both autograph driven. They're not really card shows. But there you go. You would probably be better off driving to Eau Claire, which is about probably the same distance as Schaumburg anyway. Eau Claire's got a show. That would be, I think, for what you're looking for, Eau Claire would be a better show. But I think I think Eau Claire, Schaumburg, Milwaukee. Is there any other shows this week? I don't know. I don't think so. What else is going on? I'm in talks. I'm doing some more sourcing. And I've been texting with somebody about a small collection, and it has some sets. And I just started running some numbers on the sets, but it's a nice bulk, 26, like 800-900 count boxes, 2 vintage football commons, 3 to 4 modern football. 2 of them are filled with prisms and hollows, basically color. Everything's there. All the stars. Baseball, 1 box is Griffey and Jeter. Also Ichiro, Pujols, Ripken, Thomas, Tony Gwynn from the early 2000s. The rest are 2000 to 2004 of everyone else, so I'm guessing commons. And that's a good price. Total price on that's pretty good. And then he's got complete sets from, he's got the 78 complete set, 83. Those 2 sets have some of the top cards are slabbed. And then 82 to 89 are raw. He doesn't have the pricing on that yet. He's going to get it to me today. He's got some of the sets priced out, so that's what he's got 84 to 88 priced out. So basically, I just need to price out 84 to 80, 84 and 85 because 86, 87, 88, 88's a couple bucks. I don't know what the going rate on 86 and 87. I have a feeling what I can do with 86, 87 on eBay Live. 84, 85 is I haven't listed too much of that. So waiting on that. And then there was another collection I was looking at that is one of those where it's at first it's like, oh, that's not a good price, but then it's like, oh, it's kind of it's that gif of that lady, and she's like, and she's like, like, I'm not sure. That's the reaction I had on the Facebook. I think it was on Facebook, and it's like, ooh, and I'm like, well, maybe let me look into this a little further. I might be able to make this work. So let's go to the top. Let's go to the chat. Gem City Card Show's in the house. Good morning. Jordan's here. Good morning. Donald's in the house. Good morning. Gem City says, D. Davis in the house. Jordan says it's 54 in sunny SoCal. 6:16 a.m. Woo! That's cold. I mean, it's 49 here. It's not sunny, though. It's cloud. It's over. I guess you would call this over. There's not a cloud in the sky, but it's just gray. Not a cloud in the sky, but it's just white, gray. It really pops, though, with the green. The last 2 weeks, man, the green has really popped. It was actually pretty cool. We didn't get any storms here yesterday, but I think like the other side of the county did. So like when you looked out east, it was like dark blue. And man, is there nothing cooler in nature than a dark blue, like ominous sky with like bright green trees and grass? Like so cool. Like the colors just pop. Gem City says jacket, hoodie to start the day, and t-shirts and shorts by 12. Gem City in the house. Jordan's got 66 as a high in SoCal. Cooter's here, sitting on the front porch having coffee in 67 degrees. It's a heat wave in Oklahoma. Heat wave. Zach says 2 things I know. Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame, and Tucker is a top 9 player. That he is. You want to look at the WAR leaderboard for 2025 so far? Can we get this up? That's what she said. Can we look at the WAR leaderboard? Where leaders select a season 2025. I want WAR, baby. I'm gonna have to blow my nose. I wish I could kick this whatever crud I have, man. It's been a week now. All right, so where are we at? Where are we at? Where I want. So this is so Baseball Reference has a different WAR. All right. So Kyle Tucker, not in the top 10 on Baseball Reference, but he is on another site. So top 10 in WAR, Aaron Judge, 3.8. So this has, I don't think this is updated because Pete Crow Armstrong had a 4-hit day. I don't think this is updated through yesterday because Pete Crow Armstrong was at like 3.2. He's at 2.8 on this leaderboard. Let me see what was it in my chat? WAR. What is it good for? This is National League. That's why. Okay, so this is correct. So Pete Crow Armstrong 2.8. For some reason, I thought it was 3.2. So okay, so Baseball Reference is correct. All right, so Kyle Tucker is not in the top 10 in Major League Baseball, but he is in the National League. So he's a top 10 National League player, but he'll be a top 10 Major League player very soon. Wins above replacement 2025. Aaron Judge, 3.8 already. Fernando Tatis Jr. is second in Major League Baseball in WAR, 3.0. Pete Crow Armstrong, third in Major League Baseball with a 2.8 WAR. That's tops in the National League, better than Shohei Ohtani, who's sixth. Fourth is Alex Bregman, Boston Red Sox, 2.7 WAR, same as Bobby Witt Jr. Shohei Ohtani with a 2.6 WAR, as well as Jesus Luzardo, Philadelphia Phillies. Hunter Brown, pitcher for the Astros, is at 2.5. Andy Pages of the Dodgers is 2.5. And Stephen Kwan from Cleveland has a 2.3 WAR this season. Where are we at? Good morning, Jody. Jordan says, I currently not good at shipping. Still takes me 3 hours for like 50 orders. So let's get to the bottom of this, Jordan. So what's your process? Is it pulling the orders? Are you not organized? Because usually when people are slow at shipping, it's not organization. I have a dealer who we had a chat, and this was years ago. And he goes, how do you ship so fast? He's like, it takes me, like, I can only ship like 6 orders in an hour. And I'm like, that's way slow, man. Like, that's bad. Like, what are you doing? And he's like, well, I have to find the card. And I'm like, okay, so that's going to take some time. I don't have one of those label printers. I'm like, okay, that's definitely going to take some time off it as well. So that's still not, depending on how long it takes you to find the orders. But then it's like, and I think it was taking him longer than it should, but the organization part. But then he goes, so if somebody buys like a bunch, if they buy like a few Cubs cards, I want to throw extras in. I'm like, okay, well, that's not necessary, but that's nice. It's nice of you. And he's like, yeah, sometimes it takes me like a half an hour. I'm like, whoa, what are you doing? No, don't do that. Like, I know that's being very nice, but if you're spending 30 minutes trying to dig out cards for somebody's order just because, that's highly unnecessary. Now, if you're not worried about how long it takes you and you're doing that, there's no issue. But if you want to get faster and that's what you're doing, you got to cut the fat, and that's definitely the fat. So, Jordan, I'm curious what your shipping process is. I'm just going to, I love assuming because it makes an ass out of me. I'm going to assume it's going to be on the the pulling side, because even with my organization, sometimes it takes me longer if something's messed up or if it's not in a SKU, because not everything I have is skewed. So I'm curious on what your process for shipping and why it takes you 3 hours for 50 orders. Even if you're on the slower side, you should be doing 50. If you were organized and you are not getting distracted, and you have a label printer, you should easily ship 50 orders in an hour if you have everything with you. If you've got your supplies right next to you, I've got on my shipping desk, I've got a stack of penny sleeves, a stack of card savers, and a stack of envelopes, and a stack of paper. So, I'm pulling orders, and then once I pull like a stack of cards, I grab and I sleeve it, card saver it, get the paper, boom, envelope, label is printing, out the window, into the box. And I can get, depending on, if it's single card order, if they're all single card orders, I can probably hammer out 75, maybe 80 in an hour. If they're all single card orders, 75 to 80 in an hour. And obviously if it's a multi-card order, it's going to take me longer. And that's the pulling, that's pick, pack, and pull. Pick, pack, and pull. I can do 75 to 80 single card orders in an hour. Now, if it's a multi-card order, obviously it's going to take me longer to pick it. The more cards you have to pick, the longer it's going to take. So I'm curious. We'll try to figure out Jordan's issue. My potential eBay Live is not breaking. It's not memorabilia. It's not Howard the Duck nostalgia rips, which you can find on my YouTube channel. Gem City says, stubborn, Bo? No, I'm not stubborn. I'll be the first to tell you I'm one of the most stubborn people you'll ever meet. Flawed Thinker, good morning. Not grading, although grading is probably, slabs would be a part of it, which it's not like I'm not opposed to slabs. I've graded stuff. I've bought slabs. In fact, I've got a box of slabs. I got to check in on I've got like 5 autographs at PSA. I got to check in on. They've been there since January, so it's getting to be about that time they should be ready. NYC Life, good morning. Love the thumbnail pick. Good morning. Last weekend, went hunting, busted 5 blasters of the 2024 Optic football, and got a downtown. But wrong player, Max Crosby. The average box, the return is under $10. If you don't get a downtown, horrible. Yeah. Football retail is absolutely awful. The only time I will rip retail football is if it's a product with like you can get a Kaboom or downtown and it's like a special, like I'm meeting some buddies and let's rip something fun. And I don't care about the return. If I'm like looking for a return, do not buy football or basketball retail. Absolutely awful. That's something I might do later today because I think I am running low on envelopes. I may make an envelope run and see if there's any Bowman out in the wild. And speaking of returns, the return on your investment on Bowman is going to be, it's been out a week now. So your Bowman return is going to be, if I go out and buy 5 blasters of Bowman, my return is going to be much, much slimmer than what it was a week ago. Unless I get a big hit, and then it's like, hey, look at me. Gem City says, NYC, that's about right. Nice to hit a downtown, though. Jordan says, same. I tell my wife, use the tissue. Yeah. And I don't know, and I think I've said this before. I think the reason I use toilet paper is because when I was in radio and poor, like I couldn't afford toilet paper and Kleenex. Like, God, come on, you had to be rich to afford both of those. I was working in radio. I couldn't afford Kleenex and toilet paper. It was one or the other. Although wiping your ass with Kleenex might feel good, might feel better than the at least at that time, the toilet paper I'm using. This is nice toilet paper. This is, I don't think it's 4-ply, but it's definitely, it's a nice, you probably can't tell thickness on but it's a nice, I can blow my nose. I've been blowing my nose all week. And including on camera just now, and I don't look like Rudolph. Like if you're getting some of that cheap toilet paper, you're blowing your nose with that, your nose is all red, you look like Rudolph. Tom says, you've got a future as a travel planner. Hey, you bet. Zach agrees. Zach looks like he agrees. Milwaukee doesn't look like anything I'd want to do. It looks like a great show, but it doesn't look like a great show for many of us who are looking for bargain boxes. If you want showcases and slabs, and there's a lot of like industry people are there. Like I think Fanatics Collect has a booth there. The Bo Jackson Arena Club has a booth there. If you're into that type of thing, like sure. But if you're wanting to go for some deals and bargain boxes, not going to be for you. Duke's here. Good morning. Chris in the house. Good morning. You sound like Bob Ross describing nature scenes. the contrasting blues and greens, the friendly green trees contrasting against the evil, ominous blue skies. PCA going for 50-50. Let's go. He's at what, 13 and 12 right now. What is, let's run that out. Pete Crow Armstrong, what's his projections? So we're into how many games? All right, we're gonna run Pete Crow Armstrong projection on pace. I guess it's not projection, it'd be on pace. All right, so we're at 45 games. So he's at 12 home runs, 13 stolen bases. Okay, so 12 divided by 45, and then we multiply that by 162. Ooh, he's going to come up short. So as of right now, and it's going to be pretty similar for stolen bases, divided by 45 times 162, about 47. So right now, Pete Crow Armstrong is on pace for 43 home runs in 47 stolen bases. So a 40-40 season. So that's 50-50 is a tough clip. I mean, he's like among the leaders, I think, in where's that leaderboard at? So home runs, where's the home run leaderboard? Holy shit. How did Ohtani get 16 home runs? Did he hit like 5 home runs last night? What the hell? Ohtani's at 16 home runs already. I feel like he was at 6 a week or a few days ago. Huh. So PCA is tied for 7th with 12 home runs. Tied for 7th. And tied for 5th in stolen bases. So Luis Robert is leading Major League Baseball in stolen bases with 17. So Ohtani's probably played less games than PCA, probably by 2 games. Let's see. American League. Angels. Maybe not. 25 and 18 is 35, 45, 43. Yep, 2 less games. So 16 divided by 43 times 162. Ohtani's on pace for 60 home runs. Gem City says, I bet you can find PCA Bowman paper in the dollar boxes. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. War equals fake stats, says Cooter. Jordan says, more like live shipping after shows. I put everyone's orders in their individual bag with name on it, then sort and putting in team bag. Okay, so I put everyone's orders in their individual team bag with name on it, then sort and put in team bag. So here's what I do for live shipping. So, and this is, and I'm still like, I'm a rookie when it comes to live shipping. So I did my first sale that I did, the individual penny sleeve marking was on Thursday. So then I went through, yesterday morning, and I went through and I sorted everything out. Like, okay, this is, this guy, put it into piles, and then put into team bag. Super fast. That should be pretty quick for you, though. That should be pretty quick when you put everybody's orders in their individual bag. Or are you putting like each card in a bag and then sorting it? So what I do is, okay, so I put Javi Baez. So this is what I started doing on Thursday. So all right, so I'm showing Javier Baez. This one's for sale. La, 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 bid it up, bid it up. And then I will write, let's get a shitty, we're going to use it. That's a nice penny sleeve. Let's use a shitty penny sleeve that I can throw away. And it's got a price tag on it. Okay, so they're shitty. And then so I'll write like Jordan. So I write on the penny sleeve, Jordan, nice and clear. And then I just put it in a box. And then so after the show, then I go back through and I just make piles like I'm sorting. So here's Jordan's pile, and Jordan's got how many ever. So, and then from there, like Jordan, if you had like 12 cards, and then I get Jordan's pile of 12 cards, and then I put them in a team bag, sandwich it up with cardboard, print the label, boom, bada bing, bada boom. So that's how I'm handling it. At least starting this past Thursday is how I started handling it. Duke, welcome back. It's been a while, man. LOL, this guy thinks I have 50 sales to ship. You'll get there. You'll get there if you want to get there. Zach says, I don't think you can use card savers for orders. I read that top loaders are mandatory, not mandatory. 80 in an hour. I want a time-lapse proof of this. I don't believe it. You sound like that one guy. There's some guy, and I think that was when I actually did time it out once. And it was, I think it timed out. It wasn't quite 80. It was like 70 some, but it was around 75 in an hour. Because it takes me, it was about 45 to 50 seconds, over the course of 75 to 80 cards. Some took me a couple seconds longer. Some were a couple seconds shorter. If it's like somebody ordered this Javier Baez card and it wasn't skewed, but it's on the top of the stack, it's like, oh, that's 1 second. Whereas if it's in a skew over here, 13A, and it's in the back and I have to go through, it might take me 10 seconds to find it. So absolutely, yeah. 45 to 50 seconds is absolutely the time it takes to pull, pack, and ship an order. Florida baseball card dude, good morning. Cooter says, I prefer sellers who ship in screw downs. Gem City says, V-Friends is where the returns are. Cooter says, Zach, 80 an hour is like the 1 million we heard so much about. No verification. You just have faith. That's right. That's right. All right. That's all I had for today. I do have the links to my upcoming eBay live streams in my description to this video. Tomorrow afternoon, 1 o'clock, it's going to be progressives. I can give you a sneak peek right now. Let's see. So this is going to be a progressive. Now, there may be even more cards than this. So I'm just going to show you some of the cards. So there's Gary Carter Topps Triple Threads. It's basically dollar box cards, but some are even better. Riley Green, first Bowman. A Mike Henneman autograph, in-person autograph, or TTM. An Ohtani autograph. Bowman, Sterling, Michael Cueto. I'm going to sneeze. I got some serial numbered, $4.99. Green. There it is. Jeter Downs Green, 99. Walker Buehler. So this will be one of the baseball progressives. So basically all dollar box stuffing up. X-Fractor Lindor. Michael Harris first Bowman. Doesn't say first on it, but it is. Little vintage. Raleigh Fingers, 78 Topps. Here's one of Zach's buddies on the south side, Chase Mydroth. We got a 93 Bowman foil chipper. Chrome Gold Cup, Corey Seager. Brett Beatty iconic rookie card. We got Mike Trout. A Gunnar Henderson rookie. A Ryan Healy rated rookie autograph to 150. Cody Clemens first Bowman Sky Blue to 499. Bowman Chrome Ohtani. Aaron Ashby rated rookie acetate to 100. The Bow Breaker, purple chrome, Danny DeAndrade. Freddie Freeman Ice, Porcello Blue Refractor to 150. Kaz Ishii Refractor. Sammy, we got to have Big Mac and Sammy. Sammy Sosa Upper Deck rookie and the Mark McGwire rookie. Marvin Gorgas USA Relic. We've got a Jackie Robinson Turkey Red. So this will be in one of the progressives tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. Ichiro. So this kind of gives you an idea of what's in it. A lot of like $82 Topps Fisk, Diamond Kings Reggie. Dollar Cards Plus, Chichi Gonzalez rookie to 150. Hudson Boyd autograph to 199. Bowman Heritage, I think. Vladdy Jr. We got a Johnny Bench. A few Griffies. Griffey with the Reds. Mookie Betts Future Stars. Julio Rodriguez Archives. 82 Topps Andre Dawson. 80s Topps on eBay Live is absolutely killing it. 87 Topps Nolan Ryan. Rockies logo patch, Brendan Rodgers, Oswald Peraza relic. So all of those cards. And if the timer keeps going, I've got a backup pile. So how the progressives work tomorrow at 1 p.m. on eBay Live. So I'll start off with some of these cards. And I'll start off with like one or two cards. And then the bidding begins. And then I just keep throwing. The timer starts. And I just keep throwing those cards. And if the timer is still going, and there will be extended bidding, so I've got a stack that I can sweeten the pile. I can add more stuff to it. And I just keep, as long as the timer is running, I add more cards to it. And then you keep bidding or stop bidding. So that's how the progressive works. Tomorrow at 1 on eBay Live, and the link is in the description. I've had a lot of fun with the progressives. I usually do them. I've started doing them on most of my auctions now. So, and then tomorrow night, Sunday singles. Tomorrow night, you can link in the description for Sunday night, 7 p.m. stream. And you can see what's actually in that auction. So those are not shell listings. Those are the actual cards that will be a part of the auction. So I do want to have some of my auctions where you can actually see where some of the auctions will be. Monday's going to be a shell auction where I'm just going to take requests on Monday morning at 10. You want Judge, you want Ohtani. Okay, let's throw some Judge. You want some autographs, some refractors. Here we go. So Monday's going to be basically a you call it by request auction. Orlando is here, and he's going to be on Hobby Hotline coming up in 1 hour on Hobby Hotline with Dr. Beckett. R Sizzle says, taking a drink, hashtag eBay Live, take a drink. Zach says, I've seen you fumble around on camera with that blue couch of yours. East Coast Tom says, why drive to a show when Bo brings the show to you? Absolutely. Dan, what's up? Good evening to you. His softball team swept a doubleheader in the driver's seat now for the number 1 seed in our division for playoffs, so it was a good day. Went 7 for 8 on the day. Dan, what's your war this year? That's got to be a big war. Jordan says, yes, that is how I do it, but it seems to take me forever. I don't know why. I'd have to see it like on camera to get a good feel for it. All right, I think I'm going to run. It's 9 o'clock. I'm going to get started on some shipping so I can get some curating. What time do the Cubs play today? Because I like to do my curating while curating while I'm watching the game. Cubs and Sox today. How about that 13-3? We didn't even run it into Zach's face today. 13-3 yesterday. 120. Perfect. Love those 120 games. Perfect timing. 13-3 yesterday. Cubs beat the White Sox. Thank you, Jordan. All right. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Visit my eBay store, 99centcards.com. Over 100,000 cards in the inventory. You'll save 25% when you buy 7 or more buy it now cards at regular price over at 99centcards.com. And tomorrow it's a two for Sunday eBay Live, 1 o'clock tomorrow for progressives and 7 p.m. for the Sunday singles. And then we're going to run it back Monday morning for MLB Monday at 10 a.m. Central on eBay Live. Links in the description. Like and subscribe. Tune in to Hobby Hotline this morning, coming up in 1 hour with Dr. Beckett and Orlando. Have a wonderful Saturday. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning. See you then.